1,000 packs for Team of the Year. Yes, I know it's a lot, but for some of you, this is certainly an achievable goal. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing the most efficient way in which you can be going through this process in order for you to have over 1,000 packs for Team of the Year, which is only about 1 month away. But before we do get into the video, if you're really looking for a head start, then there is no better place than U4GM. There is a link in the description down below, and if you use code Fanatic, you'll also get yourself a 5% discount. Thank you U4GM for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into it. We have already recorded previous videos going through why people want to prepare for Team of the Year, so we're not really going to cover it within this video, but just understand that as part of this preparation, some people enjoy stacking packs, and how you do this is quite simply whenever you do receive a pack, you don't open it, you send it to the store and you keep it there, you wait. You're going to hold that pack until we finally get around to the Team of the Year promo, which happens towards the end of January and normally goes through to the beginning of February. When the promo is active, that is when you can finally open a pack. And the idea by doing this is that you increase your chances of being able to get someone who's gonna be of substantial value. Bear in mind that most players are part of Team of the Year typically start out being 1 million coins plus. This is for the main team, with exception of the goalkeeper, which is typically slightly less. And of course, by getting someone as part of Team of the Year, no matter their position, and no matter whether or not they're tradable or untradeable, they're likely to be one of the best players within their position from now all the way up until Team of the Season. This can really give you an edge. That's why people really go all out for this event. So with all of that in mind, how do you get as many packs as possible? Well, firstly, you should be going through Division Rivals. Division Rivals is the start of everything. You can claim your weekly rewards every single Thursday, and what you need to do really isn't that difficult. You will need to win a minimum of 3 games, or you can max out your reward by winning 7 games. Now, once you do this, there's no real point to continuously keep on playing, because the only way in which you can then increase your reward is by being promoted to another division. Now, it may be worth if you're just 1 or 2 games away for you to play those games, win them, and get promoted to that next division, because that does give you a better weekly reward. However, if you are further away and you need to play several games, it's not really worth it. You might as well just wait until the following week, because this is now where it comes into opportunity cost. Yes, you're able to increase your pack rewards as part of Division Rivals, but you could have actually spent your time elsewhere and got even more packs for the time in which you're dedicating. The only other exception to this is if you do not have 1,250 qualification points, because this is what will allow you to go to the next step, which is the Champions Playoff. Now, normally in previous videos when talking about trying to go through Champions Playoff and then also the Champions Final, I tend to go and do it in the most efficient way possible. And I don't mean that as in going through every single game. I have a limited amount of time, so I would then forfeit my matches. But considering we're coming up to a major event and the odds of you being able to pack one of these Team of the Year players is extremely slim, it's worth taking the time to get the best possible rewards every single time. So don't forfeit games. Go through Champions Playoff and play it legit. See how far you can get. You want to make sure that you're trying to achieve the highest possible rewards every single time. So that does mean if you do have the time, go through Champions Playoffs and try to get as far as possible. Even once you finally achieve the qualification token to enter into the Champions Final, you're still going to carry on playing if you have games remaining. Do not forfeit them. And this is also the case when it comes into the Champions Final. Whereas normally I would forfeit my first 5 to 10 games depending on gameplay, because typically it means that I'm most likely going to be coming up to other players who are forfeiting their games, or they're just not as good. Now is the time in which you'll immediately start playing and go through legit, because this is a time when every little helps. Now, of course, I understand that with it being the weekend, people have things to do, that if it does come around to you having very limited time, it then makes sense for you to forfeit just so that you can add additional packs to your club. But this is something that you would then need to decide based on your life and your circumstances. From there, that's the main 3 done. Division Rivals, Champions Playoff, and then also Champions Final. This is where you're going to get some of the better rewards. If you have additional time, that's when you can go through the likes of Squad Battles. Squad Battles is going to be very good just to add additional packs. They're not going to give you the highest chance, but it's just something that you can add on top. If you have coins or even FC points, you can then go into Draft. Draft is great for this time of year. Very similar to the likes of Squad Battles, except you don't need to wait for weekly rewards. They are immediately paid out. It does cost you 15,000 coins in order for you to enter, or 300 FC points, but if you have that laying about, or even a draft token for that matter, it's worth taking advantage of it right now. Especially with FC points, if you are looking to load up, it makes more sense and you're going to have more rewards for your money if you went through draft and you started right now. But with everything that I've gone through, it's somewhat of a given. All of these are going to be good in terms of giving you players and giving you rewards, but some of your best packs will actually come from objectives, especially if you can go and bring this all the way up to your seasonal progress within those last 10 levels. This is where you can see some 84s, 85s, 86 plus player packs. And this is really going to give you the highest possible chance of being able to get something good without it costing anything other than time. So whilst going through all those game modes that I just mentioned, you should really be taking the time to build up your objective team, swap out players so that you're completing as many challenges as possible. You really should be able to go through 1, 2, 3 different challenges with every single game that you play. You want to make sure that you're claiming as many XP bonuses just so that you can progress through your seasonal rewards. But any individual challenges should also be part of the teams that you're playing with. And this is where we're really starting to stack things, because now not only will you be able to claim the rewards from the game modes that you're playing, but you'll also be able to claim rewards from the objectives through the individual challenges and also your seasonal progress. We also can't forget one of the biggest places in which you will be able to get packs, and that is through SBCs. But you will face a problem, because we're going through all of those previous game modes that we just mentioned, and instead of opening those packs, we're just saving them. It means that you have a very limited supply of players. Pretty much the players that you have within your club right now are the only players that you can use for SBCs. And typically it's not going to be enough for you to claim 1,000 packs. And you won't be able to claim 1,000 packs just by playing games themselves, even if you started right this second and all the way to the point in which Team of the Year is released. So it is a good idea to pick up a trading method, even if it is something very basic, and using those coins to further improve upon that traded method so that you can get even more players, and then start to divide profits. Some of those profits will immediately go back into your account, where you can continuously keep on using the exact same trading method, but also a percentage of the profits should go back into buying players, which are then used to complete SBCs. The SBCs that you go for are entirely up to you. I recommend avoiding any player challenges at this point, because yet again, what you get here isn't typically the best, especially when it comes around to Team of the Year, where you will be able to go and find players who will be the best within their position and will be there until the end of Ultimate Team. And I'm not saying by going through this you have a guaranteed chance of being able to pack a Team of the Year, but now that you have been going through those trading methods, you should be able to build up to 1,000,000 coins before then. And with those 1,000,000 coins, you're not going to be able to buy an Mbappe, but you are certainly going to be able to buy someone. And the packs that you save will just give you an additional chance on top for you to get someone good, whether it be honorable mention, Team of the Year, or just any other type of player during that time. So with this, make sure that you're trading, make sure that you're building up a supply of coins that you can then use to buy into players, which can then be used to complete SBCs, because this is really where you're going to be able to build up the most amount of packs. They may not always be the best. Some of these might just be some of the traditional gold upgrades, but this just increases how many packs you can open during this time. And with all of this, this links into our final part. For you to open 1,000 packs during Team of the Year and for you to have 1,000 packs before Team of the Year are two completely different things. If you really want to continue this grind, you can have over 1,000 packs. But if you are just looking to open 1,000 packs, you just need to recycle all the players that you get from the packs that you do save into SBCs during the time in which Team of the Year is active, where you can then open them. You could probably have about 400 to 500 packs saved in your club before Team of the Year starts. Open all of those packs during Team of the Year, and even if you don't get a Team of the Year player, you're going to get loads of other players which can then be used and recycled back into SBCs, because now you have a source for them in which you're going to go through this process all again, use all of those players on the current SBCs to get additional packs. You'll probably get about another 300 out of this if you're lucky. And then from there, you'll probably get another 150. And then from there, you'll probably get like another 100 and so on. Eventually, you will be across 1,000 packs opened for this promo. It comes down to building up a supply and then continuously recycling them as efficiently as possible. And there probably will be tutorials from a number of different creators showing you exactly how to grind packs during this period, because it is such a big event. If you do have any questions about any of this, then please let us know in the comment section down below. Anyway, thanks for watching.